Hello everyone and welcome to the Investing Angles channel. Nasdaq made a couple of moves today that are worth discussing. And today's quick update is just about Nasdaq. We will discuss the candlesticks and we will discuss the perspectives of Elliott Waves. Let's begin. So this is the map, this is the candle map. So what we are seeing here. First of all, this is the futures, by the way. First of all, Nasdaq made two strong green candles. However, are they really strong or not? This is something that we need to see tomorrow, because right now the technical support for these two candles is not that strong, and we would need to have a stronger move in order to create a pattern, in order to create a direction. So far it is not very clear. First of all, because on the bigger frames, the Nasdaq right now is bearish, and this is what I mean. This is the weekly closure of Nasdaq. So you can see the previous candle was a bearish hammer, and it entirely engulfed the previous candle. It had a very long lower wick, but this is something that we need to confirm. So far, the odds are bearish, and Nasdaq needs to form a strong green candle in order to overcome this particular formation. So what we are seeing today, this is the 1 hour chart, and we can see that Nasdaq today formed a fairly strong three black crowns formation on an hourly chart, and it could be a beginning of something bigger, but we need to see the other frame. So this is the 2 hour frame. It formed technically at our top here on, and then in the 4 hour frame Nasdaq formed a dark cloud cover. So this candle is still in effect, and it's not yet negated. So if Nasdaq moves lower here overnight and tomorrow, it's gonna be a trouble. And for those who are particularly going to be watching tomorrow, so at this is the 12 this one is a 12-hour frame. So what we are watching right now is this particular candle. It closes at 6 a.m. New York time. If this candle is if this candle is bearish, if it is either dark cloud cover or even worse, bearish engulfing, then we might have a strong reversal formation here, and this is an important thing to watch. So tomorrow 6 a.m. New York time. Alright, so let's this is the candle perspective. We know what to watch, and let's move on and have a look at Elliott Wave. So what we are seeing here. So this is a Nasdaq map, 1 hour map, starting at from the middle of December. So what we are seeing here, first of all, this is a fairly clean impulse down. So we know that impulses never come as a single one, and now we might have a different one, another one in the same direction. So let's explore the chart that is right now working. So what we can see, this wave after completing the first impulse, the first wave upward was clearly corrective. So this is an ABC, and what we are seeing here down wave, this could be an impulsive wave, by the way. This could be an impulse, some 1, 2, this would be 3, this would be 4. Oh, let me rework it. So this would be 1, 2, 3, oh, this 4 and 5. So no, 3 would be here. Well, in this case we have an impulse 1, another impulse for wave 3, and most likely we have an expanding ending diagonal for wave 5. And this hypothesis is kind of confirmed by a very strong move here. And this particular move, this is something that we are going to explore right now. So what we have is potentially a wave 1 here. Okay, I just need to change the font for the wave. Hold on. Okay, so this would be wave 1. And all right, so this is potentially either wave 1 or it could be also wave A, right? So and let's change the color so we have a clear difference. So this potentially could be wave 2 or wave B. This is our hypothesis, and assuming we have 1-2 formation, then we are talking about a bigger impulse here. So we have a impulsive wave, and the possibility for this wave to be impulsive also there. So some analysts I've seen today, they were talking about an impulse for wave of the bottom. Well, this hypothesis is just plain incorrect for two reasons. First of all, the wave 3, potential wave 3 here, it is not impulsive at all. If we look at it under microscope, this is not an impulse because of too many overlaps. But this is not the main issue here. The main issue that this wave in this particular sequence is the shortest one. So we know this is one of the 4 major rules of Elliott waves. So the wave 3 cannot be the shortest in the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a very strict rule. All right, so in order for this to be an impulse, Nasdaq needs to form something like this. So this would be wave 3, this would be wave 4, and it needs to form wave 5 of some sort. So technically it needs a higher high. If Nasdaq doesn't make a higher high, well, it could be a trouble. And more to it, so if Nasdaq goes down here and crosses this particular line, and let me identify 21, 559, 25. Okay, it's 21, 559, 25. So this is exactly the level that Nasdaq must not cross before making a new higher high. If it crosses, then it completely invalidates the potential impulse upward, and we would be talking about this particular formation. This would be wave 2, this would be then wave 1 of wave, this would be wave 1, and this would be wave 2. And we would be looking for wave 3 of 3 tomorrow. That would be quite an impressive move if it happens. Well, there are other options here on the table. So what we are seeing, let's say this impulse completes with a new high, right? So and in this case, we might still think about the possibility of it being a bigger wave B. So this one becomes wave A, this one becomes wave B, That's a possibility because this wave is not fairly clear. So it could be an impulsive or it could be a corrective. So there is not very clear from that perspective. And that's what we wave C. So in this case, we would have a bigger flat, a regular flat or something for wave B, and then the wave C would start here. Well, this would be the perspective. So in this case, this would be wave C here, and this would be wave 3, and potentially it could be starting tomorrow. So generally what we have here, just to summarize, so this is a critical level, pivotal level for overnight and for tomorrow. So Nasdaq must not cross this level before making a new higher high. If it does, well, the impulse will be broken, and then we will be looking for either wave 2, wave 3 starting tomorrow, or potentially wave C starting probably not tomorrow but the day after. Obviously this bearish setup would be invalidated if Nasdaq makes a new all-time high. Alright, so that's an Elliott Wave analysis at the micro level, and this is what we would be looking for. And well, just to return back to this particular chart, the 12-hour chart, you just see here, so how it correlates. So if it moves a little lower here, and okay, so I'd like to bring this level to this chart. So if it makes a move and closes here, making bearish engulfing, and then, for example, and then moves down below this particular line, so the impulse will be broken, and we will be talking about bearish continuation for Nasdaq. All right, so that's the chart for tomorrow, and possibly for the day after tomorrow. And before we conclude, I'd like to show you one more thing here. So this is the 3-day frame, and this is the MACD. This is MACD, and what happened today? Actually, this was a closure of 3-day candle, and we can see that Nasdaq made a tiny little MACD cross, bearish cross, on the 3-day chart. Well, usually these crosses are fairly significant, and they usually come with a continued decline, at least for 1-2 periods. So that's another technical signal for us to consider. So the chances for a decline for Nasdaq are fairly significant after these signals. All right, so today we discussed Nasdaq from candles perspective, from Elliott Wave's perspective, and the MACD perspective as well. So for those of you who are still watching, would like to try our services, check out our Investing Angles website. And right now we are offering a hefty discount for the first time readers, for the first time clients. And just remember these four letters, numbers. It's capital A, 2, 1, capital B. Use this code for a hefty discount for our ultimate package for the first months. And if you like it, you can stay. If you don't, no strings attached. You can cancel anytime. All right, so that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and happy trading.